We have Mr. Unnathan Sekhar, Managing Director, Galaxy Surfactants Limited. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How do you see the spending in personal care and home care products globally and India in 2021 after what we can say the big COVID-19 virus that we witnessed in 2020?
As you know, COVID-19 has brought a significant change in behavior among consumers, not only in India, but across the world. I think consumers are more and more spending to ensure that they are protected, not only themselves, but their families. And this protection and safety is uppermost in the minds of consumers. And they would like to ensure this with protecting themselves by cleaning their hands, maybe taking more showers, and though remaining at home, they ensure that their expenditure is in terms of cleaning, washing, cleaning their household, cleaning clothes. And this is what has been the behavior across the world. And this has ensured that the demand for surfactants has remained very robust and buoyant during this year. And then we expect this to continue going forward. As you know, you would have heard that the demand for hand wash has seen an upswing of almost twice to thrice what was before COVID-19. And the demand for sanitizers had gone up many fold. So we would expect this consumer behavior of cleaning to continue. This would be one very major outlet for performance surfactants. Now, as far as personal care products is concerned, consumers being at home, more or less were not too concerned about the beauty aspect of it. Now, there has not been any decline as far as personal care products for beauty, but they have remained more or less stable. And we see this coming back now. Going forward, we would expect the personal care requirements also growing. We have already seen instances of these in the developed markets, particularly USA and Europe. So all in all, overall, we can say that demand for cleaning products has jumped significantly and will continue to remain at this particular growth level. And the demand for personal care products also to start looking up as we go forward.
Sir, any numbers to the what we can say the surfactant market and say home care or personal care product market, say in 2021? Any numbers? How big is the market?
See, as you know, the global home and personal care markets is upwards of almost $550 billion, made up of almost $400 billion in personal care and balance in home care. And this has been growing at an average growth rate of approximately 2 to 3% year on year. We should expect this trend to continue with more stress and focus on cleaning raw materials and cleaning products. Yeah.
Having given a bright outlook for 2021, sir, how do you look at performance surfactants and specialty care market for Galaxy as a whole?
See, as I mentioned, the demand side is going to be very robust. I think the key challenge for all of us is going to be the supply chain challenges. I think the uncertainty of this pandemic has certainly, impacted the supply chain, and more particularly in the last about 3 months or so. So, barring supply chain challenges, I would say the performance of performance surfactants or specialty ingredients will continue to be very, very robust.
On the supply chain part, sir, how much will revenue get impacted because of the global supply chain being impacted due to COVID-19? And those, it has recovered, but some part of it is still struggling, sir.
I think very difficult to estimate, but I would say the uncertainty with respect to supply chain can certainly impact anywhere from 5 to 10% of the overall operations.
Thank you, sir. In 2021, you have what we can say large FMCG companies, and almost all of them are getting products or say components from your company. So how do you see the client expectations being met, despite knowing the fact that there is a supply chain constraint that you do have? So how are you planning to make your clients happy?
So the client expectation is to be able to respond instantly and immediately, because the demand for products, particularly in the last year, has been continuously, has been volatile. Sometimes people have resorted to your pantry stocking, and this happened during the third quarter of this year, that is July to September, where you had seen a muted consumption of these products due to just unavailability in the second quarter, between, that is, April to June. Then there was a significant pantry stocking by consumers, which they again took a backseat, a little backseat in the last quarter of this year. So possibly this particular behavior may continue. So you could see a surge in requirement of products in certain months, and then it could lie low for some times and again come up. So what customers expect is, how do we respond to these changing and volatile demand requirements of the final consumer products? So this is the key requirement, one. And number two, even today, I think our consumers, our customers, particularly expect us to innovate on the various personal care ingredients that we are known to innovate. And we have seen that the customers have been pretty welcoming and responsive. You would be interested in knowing that the development, the process, product developments that our customers and which had seen an impact during the second quarter, that is April to June, has certainly picked up, though at not the levels that were before, primarily because of the various restrictions with respect to attendance of people in the R&D centers. But the interest is there. The interest continues to hold. And so the bottom line is that customers seek a very, very instant and responsive to their various changing needs, and constant communication. See, one is very, very important is constant communication. When the external situation is so volatile, what customers expect is continuous and constant communication. And this is something that we do. Our people are always either on phone or various digital interactions through Zoom or Teams or so on. Yeah.
Sir, you did pretty well last year, FY20, with 2,602 crores of revenue and 2,230 crores of PAT. So in terms of revenue and PAT, what is your expectation in FY21?
No, we should continue to maintain the tempo that we have seen. As we have always said that we grow ahead of the market in the geographies that we play and compete, and so this tempo will continue. So we expect to certainly close well as far as this year is concerned, and similarly next year.
And if you see in terms of breakup, you do MNC 55, regional 11%, and local niche play as around 34%.
Yeah.
So will that also continue in
Yeah,
FY21?
yeah, this will more or less continue, give or take a few percentage here and there.
Okay. In terms of the environmental clearances and expansion
Yeah,
for additional land available both at Jagadia and Suez, which
yeah,
is Egypt.
yeah.
So what is your expansion and capex plan in FY 2020?
In this year, that is 2021, I think we would expend approximately 170 crores of rupees. And I think similarly next year, the expenditure will be similar. See, both Jagadia, that is the existing land, as well as in Egypt, we have all the environmental clearances in hand. So as far as the new land in Jagadia, which we have acquired, we are in the process of, that's a total greenfield project, for which we would be making the environmental clearance application. We are in the process of that. But otherwise, whatever land that we have in Jagadia as well as Egypt, the environmental clearances are there in hand. So we can very well execute the various expansion projects or debottlenecking projects that we need to do.
So would you explain about what brownfield and what greenfield expansion that you are planning in terms of product for Jagadia as well as Egypt?
All will be the brownfield expansions. As you know, we completed a performance surfactants expansion in Jagadia last year, and that really came to our aid in this last year in terms of responding to our various customers' needs. So what we are intending is again setting up facilities as far as our new products and innovation products. As you know, we are implementing a significant a unit in Tarapur for expanded R&D facilities. We are also expanding our capacities for various performance products in Jagadia. Certain products for scaling up specialty ingredients capacity is already undergoing in Jagadia, which we hope to and which we will commission by the first quarter of the next financial year, that is from April. So a lot of projects will go into commissioning between the period April 21 to maybe December 21.
And what is the additional capacity that you are planning to increase in these two plants, Jagadia and Suez?
Approximately, it will go up by another maybe about 50 to 75,000 tons.
Cumulatively added for both?
Yes.
Or is it individual capacity, sir?
No, cumulatively
Okay.
added for both.